Hello world, Shelly here, and today I've got for you a bunch of favorites. This is all stuff that I have been using lately and reaching for again and again and again and again, and I'm loving. I'm pretty sure I mentioned a couple of these in my last favorites, but because they're still in heavy rotation, I'm gonna mention them again in case you missed that one, because whew, I got some loves. I got some new stuff in here too that's brand new to me. Where shall we start? This bin is in no particular order. Let's start with something I might have mentioned last time. I'm still crushing hardcore on it. This is the color changing blush oil from Euthoria. It's a freaking blast. And it's super easy. I do 2 swipes on each cheek. Give it a second, and on me, it turns into a pink. And they also have a brush that is excellent. It is their blush brush, and it blends out to a nice, just a gorgeous pink. And you guys know I've been into cream and liquid products lately, so this fits right into my wheelhouse. I'm going to try and blend this out so that I don't have blush all over my hand. But totally loving the color changing blush oil. It's just beautiful. It's beautiful, it's easy, it's fast, and it's lovely, and I like their sort of brand philosophy of clean ingredients, makeup so clean you can sleep in it. I don't recommend sleeping in your makeup, but you know, I like the intent there. Let's grab the next thing on here. This is brand new to me, so I've only used it once. So why is it in my favorites? Because liquid liners, you only need to use them once to know if they work on you or they don't. It's either going to be a great formula or not for the kind of skin and eyes that you've got. This is from Uma Beauty. It's the Cleopatra ink, blacker than black, y'all. That's literally the name, and it's freaking fantastic. I'm wearing it right now. If you caught my Ipsy box, that's where I got this. Super precise, does not travel into crepey eyelids, stays damp long enough to do both eyes, even as slow as I do them, without having to like cap it and shake it and all that. So good. So good. So glad I found this. I'm thoroughly going to love the heck out of it, and maybe even go back to wearing my liquid liner all the time because it's lovely. Next, brand new to me. Okay, so this has been in my favorites, and I've been wearing it pretty much ever since I bought it. The Anastasia Brow Freeze. It is a clear brow gel, and the reason I love it is because it is kind of a one swipe instant hold for my brows, and it even helps hold up my Renegade brow here that doesn't like to stay up, and it's like you can't mess it up, and it's instantaneous. There's like no dry time. It's brilliant, right? Well, then people started recommending that I check out from, what is the brand? I always forget. It starts with an E. Eben, the 24-hour edge tamer. Now, edge tamer is, you know, you can take your baby hairs and tame them down to your forehead, and like, so that's like the intent of the product. But a lot of people have said, try this for your brows because it's the same effect as the brow freeze at a much lesser price. And so I ordered this on Amazon, and it smells like fruit, and the dark color actually doesn't really translate to any color on my brows. I don't really see any additional color on my brows. It's the same sort of texture. I don't think it's an exact dupe, and I'm going to explain why. The brow freeze, I can work that through my brows over and over and over and over until I get them to stay exactly where I want them, and it allows me to do that. When I do that with the edge tamer, there's a point where you've gone too far, and if you overwork it, your brows start to kind of stick to your face and not clump up, but the way it's intended. It does what it's intended to do, which is pull all those baby hairs together so that you can, you know, twirl them or however you'd like to place them down along your forehead. Well, I don't want that for my brows. I want my brows to stay fluffy and not pressed against my face, and I don't want them to clump up. I want them to stay individually separated so they have that like fluffy look to them, right? So there's a very, very fine line between using this to get your brows in place and overworking it so that they don't look good anymore. And if you cross that line, it's really, really, really hard to go back without wiping it off and starting over. So I find that, you know, I can brush it through a few times, and if I'm having a good brow day, they'll go into place and I can stop and everything's great. And it'll hold them really well. It holds great once you let it set. But if you overwork it and you brush it through too many times, you're going to cross that line and you're not going to be able to get the fluffy brow look. Now, if you're not going for fluffy brows, if you do have that sort of dramatic brow that you do like to put against your face so that it stays in place, then this is actually probably what you're going to enjoy. I do enjoy it. I will continue to use it. It's just that it's not as user-friendly or super simple as the ABH because I don't have to worry about overworking my brows. I can mess with them until I am pleased as punch, and I'm not going to mess the product up. So it's good, but it's not an exact dupe in that way. If you don't have to work through your brows a lot, like, you know, I do have renegade brow that doesn't want to cooperate, you know, if you don't have to deal with that, you might have better luck. All right, let's take a look. I usually don't put foundations in here because I do the separate foundation reviews and you guys see those, but I feel like I would be remiss if I didn't mention this one. It's been so good to me. The L'Oreal True Match Nude, the brand new one. I was able to find the lightest shade. This shade's like my summer shade, which is a little too dark for me if I'm not self-tanning. Like now I am not. This shade, I think, this is the lightest shade. This is 0.5 to 2, and this one's 2 to 3. The lightest shade, I think even in the winter is going to be a little too light for me, but a 50-50 mix of these is what I'm wearing today, and I think that's probably going to be most of my year-round colors. Now, I reviewed this. It got an A. It does have denatured alcohol pretty high up in the ingredient list. However, it's also got 1% hyaluronic acid. If you do your skincare and have a good bit of moisture in your skincare before you apply your makeup, I have found that the denatured alcohol is not drying me out at all. And I will say, I have worn this foundation every single day to work, with the exception of the couple of days I have filmed other foundation reviews. I am wearing this every single day, and it has not dried me out at all, which I know because just this morning I tried to do my 7 skins again, and I can't get past 2 skins. The third skin, my face is soaking wet and it can't absorb any more liquid. We're going to talk about that in a second as well. But I don't think this is drying me out, and I think it's because the hyaluronic acid content paired with the fact that I do include good moisture in my skincare underneath it is counteracting any potential dryness from the denatured alcohol. Of course, if you are sensitive to denatured alcohol, you will want to avoid this because it is pretty high in the ingredients. But I am loving this, wearing it under masks, teaching, talking for an hour and a half, twice a day, in a mask. It doesn't budge. I love it so much. It's fantastic. Let's talk about the skin hydration while we're at it. Let me go dig in here. All right. I started taking these vitamins about 3 months ago now, maybe 4. Phytoceramides for skin hydration, right? And it took 3 months of taking them every day until I felt like something was happening. But when I noticed it hardcore. You know, when I started doing 7 skins, I was able to do 13 layers the first time I did my 7 skins. I did 13 skins. If you're not familiar with 7 skins, I've got a whole video on it. It's basically taking hydrating essence or toner and applying multiple layers, just one after the other, after the other, after the other, until your skin can't absorb any more moisture. And then that's your skincare. Lock it in with some moisturizer and you're good to go. I do it at least once a week. And when I started out, I needed lots of layers. I could absorb a ton because let's do a quick little tangent on dry skin versus dehydrated skin. Your dry skin isn't producing enough oil. Dehydrated skin does not have enough water content. It doesn't have enough moisture in it. You can be both, you can be one or the other, you can be neither. I'm usually both. Phytoceramides are meant for helping your skin hydration. So this would help you with dehydrated skin. It gives your skin what it needs to help it to retain moisture. Well, my skin's retaining moisture because twice now, once a week ago, and then again today, wearing a high denatured alcohol, dehydrating type of a foundation every single day at work, the third skin, I'm soaking wet and I cannot get any more moisture into my skin. So my skin is retaining its hydration really, 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 really well. And I'm pretty sure this is it because it was so drastic. And it took about 3 months, and that's, when you're taking, eating things, whether it's changing your diet, whether it's supplements, things like that, those don't impact you immediately in most cases. You have to take them for a while. Well, 3 months seem to be the magic. So, phytoceramides, you're here to stay. I'm going to keep on taking you because, holy cow, my skin's not dehydrated anymore. It's still dry. I can't change the fact that my body does not produce enough oil, but the dehydration being gone from my life is wonderful because it's less flaking, it's less tightness, it's less discomfort, it's more plump, the fine lines are less visible because my skin's retaining moisture and plumping them out. It's good, 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 good stuff. So bravo phytoceramides, I love you. Let's take some Flower Beauty, shall we? This lip scrub is awesome. Sherlock, help me, what's it called? Petal Pout Lip Scrub. All right, here's why I like it. I've got a couple different sugar scrubs. I keep them in my bathroom. I do them at night when I go to bed, and then I put on my sleeping mask. Laneige is the one I keep in my bathroom, although the new Flower Beauty one's also in my favorites, but that one I keep here because I've been wearing it during the day. So this sugar scrub has enough moisture in it that it's not crumbly, so I can use it here at my vanity in the morning without it crumbling all over the place and making a mess. And then I can just wipe it off with a tissue and lick off the rest, and it's wonderful. Whereas most of my sugar lip scrubs are crumbly so that when I'm rubbing them on my lips, they're kind of dropping all over the place. So I do it at nighttime when I'm going to bed, and I can make a mess over my bathroom sink, and it's fine. This makes no mess, so I can do it in my office with my vanity, my makeup room, and not worry about it. So loving that as an option for keeping a lip scrub in my vanity for morning time. Might as well talk about the lip sleeping mask while we're here. Is that what they call it? I'm pretty sure that is the name of it. This is the Supernova Petal Pout Lip Mask. They don't say sleeping mask. Lip mask. I am using it during the daytime, which it's really cool because so you get, it's kind of that, what do I want to call it? Like a balm, but it feels and looks like a lip gloss, but it's got the staying power of a lip balm, and it's as hydrating as a sleeping mask. So I haven't tried this overnight yet because I just keep it in my vanity, and I'm loving it over lip pencils. I've done lip liner pencil and put this on, or doing it over matte lipsticks, which is what I'm doing today. It's brilliant. I could even pop it in my purse because it's a super convenient. Like, I feel like I'm probably going to try this for nighttime because I prefer this applicator rather than the tub of the Laneige that I'm digging in with my grubby paws. They do have a tube as well, but this is less expensive and I like it. So I'll let you know when I try it at nighttime, but I'm loving it during the daytime. Let's see, I think I have 2 more things from Flower Beauty. The Scribble Sticks, you have to know I'm in love with them because I've done several videos that have me wearing them already, including my super fast makeup routine. Loving them, loving them. They're super easy. When I first tried them, I also used them on my face and not just my eyes. I've been using them for super fast eye looks. You want to blend them out with a semi-dense brush, so a blending brush that just has a little bit of density. Where did my other one go? I want to show you a couple of them. Here we go. These are two that I've been using. So this one is a Morphe brush. It doesn't have a number, so I don't know which one it is. But the trick is it's shaped like a blending brush, but it's got some density to it. I don't know if you can tell by like, you know, it's got some push to it. It doesn't just flop over. It's not super, super soft. It's got some density. This one is this is the e.l.f. Electric Mood, and it too has some density to it. It's a blending brush, but it's just got a little bit of firmness to the bristles. And so that's what allows you to kind of get the softness of the blend based on the shape of your brush, but the blending of a cream style product with the density. So those are the kinds of brushes that will work really well if you're trying to use the Scribble Sticks as eyeshadow. You can also use your fingers and it works really well. I use my fingers when I use these as contour and sort of bronzer-ish on my cheeks. So bravo Scribble Sticks, my new fast friend. I've been pairing that with the Flower Shimmer and Strobe highlight palette. A bunch of you guys have mentioned in the comments that this rivals high-end highlights for you. I love it. I think it's wonderful. I tossed the little brush it came with because those brushes are just not for me, and so this packaging is kind of like a lot of wasted space. I really wish they would have just given the highlights and saved all that extra packaging, but oh well, such is life. The product's beautiful. My quick eye look lately has been Scribble Sticks plus the highlight in the middle, the pink one, and that's my eye look, mascara and go. So I am really enjoying that highlight palette. Let's continue with face palettes. This one has been getting a ton of love. You know I've been wearing it all the time. From e.l.f. It's the Electric Mood, the De La Soul Cream Face Quad. I'm not using the highlight so much because it doesn't really come across as a highlight on me, but the bronzer I've been using pretty much every day. I've got a serious dent in the bronzer. The blush, I've actually been using both of them. I've been gravitating toward this peach one, which is unusual for me because I don't usually go for peach blush. I usually go for berry colored blushes, which it's beautiful as well. But I've just been having a peach moment, I guess, and thoroughly enjoying these. Now there's a Real Techniques brush that I've been using with these, and I've also been using an e.l.f. brush. Let me show you. They're two very similar brushes, so if you've got either one, I think the e.l.f. one's less expensive if you're going out to buy them, but if you've got either one, check your collection. This one, I don't think it has a number. Does it have a number? I don't see a number. It's in the e.l.f. Electric Mood collection, and it's this stippling brush, and it works really, really well to stipple out the cream blush and the cream bronzer, especially with this palette. I've used this combo quite a bit. There's a Real Techniques brush that is also similar, and it is called the Light Layer Highlighter. But here's the deal. Check it out. Because it's a stippling style brush, it works really well with these cream products too. So really loving these e.l.f. Electric Mood brushes. Second one I've mentioned, but there's a Real Techniques one that is similar. Any kind of, again, semi-stiff stippling brush, the way the brush hairs are cut, you want a stippling style brush, will do well for these cream products. But honestly, I've just been applying them with my fingertips most of the time. Just go, 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 and get out the door. Speaking of cream, I think I mentioned these last time in my last favorites, but I'm still obsessed. The e.l.f. Putty Primers, and in particular, the darker shades on fair skin. This is a gorgeous contour shade on fair skin. And then I have two of the bronzer shades. They actually both work very, very well, and if we compare them to the bronzer in the face palette, I would say it's probably closer to this shade. I've been using primarily this because I was self-tanning a little bit for a moment, and now I'll probably be moving into the lighter one since I'm no longer self-tanning. These are all fantastic. I've been using the heck out of them. They last a long time as well in terms of longevity on your face, wearing throughout the day. I don't have to set them with powder. Let's get the last of the e.l.f. out of here. I got one more thing. This is also from the Electric Mood. This is their glitter paste. It's gorgeous on the eyelids. I've been using it as an eye topper when I just put in like a I don't think I have it sitting here. I could probably pick one out of here. So this is the Alter Ego Shadow Kiss. Oh, I should have this in my favorites too. This palette's brilliant. So like I will do my crease and transition with a shade like that one there. And then just put on the glitter paste all over my eyelid. It stays put. It's fantastic. It's super pretty. It's like holographic glitter. Of course, like any other glitter, when you wash your face at the end of the night, it's going to get all over the place. If you forget that you had glitter on, then you have glitter in your eyebrows for a week, but that's okay. Glitter. Love it. There's one more e.l.f. actually. It's skincare though. I've been loving this as my nighttime moisturizer, the Holy Hydration Sleeping Mask. I've just been wearing it as my nighttime moisturizer. You can wear this a couple different ways. You can use it as a mask where you just apply it, wear it for 10-15 minutes, and then wipe it off. Or you can wear it overnight, give yourself a good layer, go to bed, wake up, and wash your face in the morning. It's just super hydrating. That's all I have to say about that. Works great overnight. Locks in all my moisture with my skincare because, you know, I do a couple layers of moisture in my skincare routine as well. I love it. It's good. It's good. I like it. All right. If you're in the market for a new primer, holy tamale, I'm actually wearing it today. Wet n Wild Impossible Primer. And I love the holographic on the name because it's so pretty. It's a silicone primer. It's just one of those silicone primers that has a little more substance to it, and because of the substance, it's phenomenally smoothing. Like, it blurs pores, it blurs texture, it blurs crepey under eyes. Like, it is just, my forehead almost looks like it has no lines. Like, huh, what? It's an impossibly good primer. It is the one silicone. It's silicone free? Are you kidding me? I really thought this was a silicone primer. It says the one silicone free primer that does it all. Then what the heck is in this? Alright. It's glycerin. Yeah, all the polymers. There is added fragrance in it. Holy cow! It's doing that without silicones. Dude, I mean, look, you can't even see any pores. Do you see my face right now? Even in the light reflectant, like I'm getting closer to my light. Like, oh, it's so good. It's so good. I don't mind silicones in my primers. I actually love silicone primers. It feels like a silicone primer though. Sorry I'm getting so high pitched on you guys, but I'm like shocked at the moment. Let me show you. So like, do you see how it like still is the shape that it came out of the top? Like that's the kind of thickness it's got to it. Like when I say substance, it's got body to it. It's got some thickness to it. I should do it on this hand because this hand already has stuff. I want you to see how smoothing this is. All right, let me show you my hand by itself. I don't know if you can see any texture, whatever, my cat scratch. And now let's put the primer on. I can already see it, like where my fingers went. It's so wild. Can you guys see how smooth my freaking back of my hand is now? It's so good. It's trying to look at my face, but don't look at my face, look at my hand. Like, holy cow, you guys. Oh my goodness. Like, there's fine crepey lines and there's none. It's so good. It's so good. Thank you, Wet n Wild. I'm already down to here on it. I've been using the heck out of this one. It's good. It's good. I'm going to choke. It's so good. All right, couple more skincare things. Let's do one more makeup thing. This was in my last Ipsy Milk Makeup. I know I've talked about it a bunch of times. I'm obsessed with cream stuff right now. It's a cheek and lip stick, but I like it as a cheek stick. I don't like it as a lipstick. I don't like the texture on my lips. It's not emollient enough for me. This shade in particular, it's called Work with an E. It's gorgeous. I'm wearing it today and I love it so much. And there's a cat hair stuck in the lid. There, now I got it out. Just be careful. I ruined the top of mine because I twisted it too high, and now I'm sad. It's okay though. We'll survive. All right, 2 skincare things and a snack. Because you know me, this body don't run on love. All right, I finally have a nighttime eye cream that I've fallen in love with. It's been a while. I've had some favorites in the past, but I've been trying out a bunch, just trying to find my next favorite. And it's taken me some time. This one's from Clarins. It is the Total Eye Lift. And I love the packaging. It's just beautiful. But it's a cream. The dosing of the pump is accurate. So 1 pump will give you both eyes. I actually use just a little less than 1 full pump. I just want to show you the texture of it. So it blends out super easy. Of course, we're doing this over primer now, but blends out easy. Very, very, very hydrating. Here's what I liked about reading the ingredients on this one. And I did get this through the Octoly PR program, so thank you to Clarins for gifting this to me. They sent it to me by request, and I love when they approve me because you know I love Clarins skincare, so I only request the things that I love, and this one's good. So what I liked when I was reading the information about it is that they mention not only your under eye area, but they also mention crepey skin on your eyelids. And I have crepey skin on my eyelids, which makes it really hard for me to wear liquid liner, for example, which bothers me. I love liquid liner. I'm not happy to have to change my eye makeup routine because of my aging concerns. And they specifically addressed crepey eyelid skin, which says to me, oh, cool, I can use this on my eyelids as well. It's lifting in the long term. It's not the same as like a Science Serum Tight Eye or Bright and Tight. It's not the kind of lift where it's, you know, drying down and giving you that firmness right now. It's the over time you will notice a more lifted look to your eyes because it is helping the skin around your eyes. So it's not an instant lift. But it is helping the crepey skin on my eyelids, and it's helping really quickly. Like within a couple weeks, 2 weeks, I would say, I was noticing much better luck with my liquid liner. And the fact that I can just wear it again is a beautiful thing without liner traveling into all my crepey lines. So I'm definitely enjoying this. I'm using it every single night. I'm topping it with whatever moisturizer I'm grabbing that day. I've really been enjoying, I didn't grab it for my favorites, but the e.l.f. Holy Hydration Eye Cream has been a really good under eye moisturizer for me. I'm also using that in combination with my other favorite day eye creams, my Good Molecules, the Matcha Wake Up one, and the No. 7 Radiance Eye Cream. Those are my morning ones that I go back and forth between. This is my new nighttime one. Very happy to have a nighttime eye cream again. Last up, you know, this is an oldie but goodie kind of a thing. It's the No. 7 Protect and Perfect Intense Advanced Serum. My mom exclusively uses No. 7 skincare, right? And I picked up the serum just... Yeah, I'm enjoying being in Target again. It's a wonderful thing. So I'm enjoying wandering aisles of stores again. And I was like, I'm going to get that. I haven't had that one in a while. And you know what I've been using this for? It's really good under makeup. So I've been using it as a last serum step before my moisturizer in my morning routine. So my current morning routine is essentially whatever toner, essence I'm going to do. I do my vitamin C serum, and then usually I go with moisturizer and then my eye creams, right? I've been putting this in right before my eye creams, or before my moisturizer. And then, of course, sunscreen is my last step of my day's skincare. But it works really well under makeup. It does not impact my makeup routine at all. It's got a little bit more of... As I squirt it everywhere, it's got a little bit of body to it, so it's not, it's almost like the last step of, it's not as thick as a primer would be, but it's, you would put this over lighter weight serums, you know, because this one's got a little body to it. But it just has a really nice skin feel under makeup, like as my last serum step. And number 7 just makes fantastic anti-aging skincare. Just bravo. It's kind of like you can't go wrong with number 7 skincare. I love their Radiance line. I'm still using the Radiance Vitamin C Toner, the serum, the Vitamin C Serum, and the Radiance Eye Cream is my favorite morning eye cream. And I'm missing one. Oh, the moisturizer. Did I say that already? I don't know what I said. But I'm adding this to my arsenal. It's been in my morning routine, and I'm loving it. So I'm glad to have it back in my life. All right. I have a snack. I figured I'd throw it in here. So I'm doing keto again. My liver's not a big fan of keto, but weight loss, my heart's a big fan of it because I drop weight pretty easily. So I'm doing keto again. And not for the rest of my life, but I'll do it until I reach the weight that I want to reach. And then I'll probably still stay low carb, except, oh, I miss my sourdough, you guys. You know I was on a sourdough making kick, and I just got really, really, really good at it. But we're going to hold off for a while. So it's really the whole line of these. Slim Fast, believe it or not, I kind of can't believe I'm saying this. Slim Fast came out with a keto line, right? This is the Fat Bomb meal replacement bar. Does it have a flavor? Because I really love this particular flavor. Whipped peanut butter chocolate is very good. And I watched some videos. What's that guy's name? Thomas. It starts with a D. He's like a former muscle builder guy on YouTube. I can't think of his name. I was watching a bunch of his videos, and he does things where he goes through different stores and looks at the ingredients on different things. And he was looking at, you know, the protein shakes and snack bar, protein bars and stuff. And even he gave a thumbs up to the ingredients on the Slim Fast kind. Whey protein, coconut oil, MCTs. His opinion was that they seem to have some smart keto people on their board of whoever makes the decisions of what they're going to put in their products. And the shakes are good, although they have a little bit too much MCT oil for my stomach. Like when I drink one of them, if I drink the whole bottle, I will have 10 minutes or so where my stomach is like, because it's just a lot of MCT oil for me. It's one of the first ingredients. But I have no trouble with the bars. And it's not gastro distress. Like I don't have digestive distress. It's just like, I imagine that it's the lining of my stomach reacting to all the MCT oil. But your mileage may vary. But I love the bars. They also have a nut snack. They call it like a Fat Bomb. It's a bag of nuts and seeds and flavored. The garlic herb one is really good. They've just done a really good job with this line, and it really surprised me. So yes, real food is way better than eating any of these kinds of things. I live in a convenience world. The cooking every single meal from scratch world is just not something I can do. That's not the world I live in. And so I do rely on, you know, my long days at work when I'm on campus and I forgot to pack my lunch or I don't have time to eat. I can eat one of these on my way to class and be good for a while. So I highly recommend it. If you're doing keto, take a look at that. Take a look at them. Look at the sweeteners, etc., because not all sweeteners are the same, and I know some people have reactions to some versus others, but I am really enjoying everything I've tried from the line. The peanut butter cups are also really good. My only complaint is they're all a little expensive, but of course they are. They're convenience foods. Ziva's paying us a visit. Is she going to jump down on Ziva? Ziva, say hi. Say hi. What are you doing? Say hi on the camera. What are you doing? I know you guys love your Ziva, your Ziva cameos. She doesn't jump up here as much. The reason she used to hang out in the back of my videos all the time was because I had a background light, which I don't have anymore. And so she would sit on my nightstand back there, and the light was just off camera, and the light kicked off a lot of heat. And so she would sit there because the heat was coming from the lamp. I don't have one back there anymore, but she still likes to jump on the back of my chair. So there you have it. There's your Ziva cameo. There you have it. Those are my current favorites. A lot of drugstore stuff, which also makes me happy. Let me know. What have you been trying? What have you been loving? What do I need to check out that I haven't checked out yet? Give me comments down below. Keep me posted. I buy everything I can whenever I can get my hands on good stuff. As always, thanks a lot for taking some time out of your day to geek out over makeup, skincare, all the nerdy things, and snacks with me. Come back every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 9 p.m. Eastern time for new videos. I appreciate your time, and I hope you guys all have an awesome day or night wherever you are in the world. Take care of each other. Bye-bye.